Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., natural born thriller. Welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from November 15th, 2018. You got Josh Matthews and Don Collins, and you know, at a different place, a different location, which it was in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right, they were in Las Vegas, Nevada. This, Sin City, basically, to say the least. And yeah, let's get to it. um, I apologize for not doing this review last week. Basically, that's just something you have to get used to when it pertains to me, especially when it pertains to me. Um, but I'm here right now to do it. So let's get right into it, shall we? So the show opened up with Tessa Blanchard, a Impact Knockouts champion, versus Ray Lane. Who she is, I don't know, but just something for me to look up to see who she is. Obviously, she's from the indie scene. But highlights of the match: Tessa gets furious and early going in the match, and she basically give Ray Lane's you know a run for her money. Tessa goes for a press slam followed by a cutter. Excuse me. Ray Lane goes for a hurricanrana off the second rope. Tessa fights off uh, Ray Lane's cutter attempt and slams her on the mat, and then connects with the buzzsaw DDT and gets a 3 count in the win. After the match, Tessa Blanchard cuts a promo, speaking her mind on Tessa Blanchard. On Taya Valkyrie, excuse me. Sometimes I always get confused every time when those two names are brought up. But she says that she'll never become Knockouts champion. And also, the Taya Valkyrie comes out, not in the theme song, or should I say theme music of of her being the lucha royalty. She's got a new theme. She's got a new theme now, and like okay, I guess she's moving away from that personnel of being lucha royalty, and she's now just plain old Taya Valkyrie, you know, from the hood, I guess. Just based on how the music was being played out, but Tessa Blanchard, I guess out the ring as she gets in the ring, and basically Taya Valkyrie is saying, is saying, why are you running and all that, and basically talks to Impact Management to grab her title shot. That's gonna be in 2019 on January 6th for Impact Wrestling's live pay-per-view Homecoming, which is gonna be in Nashville, Tennessee. Hopefully, where pertains to the Homecoming, we don't get the return of Dixie Carter. But anyways, but yeah, that was the match set up. And don't mind me, I just love messing with my hair. But yeah, there you go. Once again, what Impact Wrestling is doing right now again, Tessa Blanchard is a coward. Tessa Blanchard doesn't want to be all by respect. She just want to be fight with honor. She wants to fight what pertains to taking shortcuts, being a coward, cheating to win, which is bullshit. That book to Tessa Blanchard like that. But that's what they're going with, and whoever adult that idea are fucking are fucking out their fucking minds when they by doing that. But anyways, but that was set up, and it's gonna lead to more build between these two come 2019 when Impact Wrestling goes to Nashville, Tennessee for their pay-per-view Homecoming. KM told Falaba then they had to defeat LAX in a non-title match so that they could get a title shot. I hate that WWE, I always crap on WWE what pertains to that, but when other companies does that too, I got crap on that too. So you want to beat the champion so that you could be the champion. Why can't you just challenge the champions for the titles on that night instead of just facing the champions in a non-title match? And if we beat the champion, we get to face the champions again, this time for the championship. So stupid. Always fucking hate that shit. And basically they're doing this, to try to impress Scarlett Bordeaux. Yay. radic the radicals, and no, not to be confused with the radicals like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, and Dean Malenko. Uh, Basically, they're gonna form a radicals faction that's gonna have Desmond Xavier involved, and these two guys are also stoned out of their minds. So I don't know what they're doing with this one, but we have to wait and see. And where's this gonna lead to? You know, maybe against OVE. I'm assuming, but we'll see what they do with that. Yeah, as far as the other two guys are, I don't know who they are. I don't know I don't know what they're about. Um, and I guess we'll find out more about them as the weeks goes by. I guess when they make their debuts, I don't know. But this is your best you could do with Desmond Xavier. Really? Garbage. Defending champions LAX versus, and they're being coming by Conan versus Callihan and Falaba in a non-title match. Once again, Falaba's being booked strong, getting booked like he's a legit contender, a legit something to be threatened in wrestling. I don't get it. I don't get the appealing of Falaba. I think he's garbage. I think he's trash. I think he's not that good, and he's not entertaining. I don't find him to be funny. It's I don't get it. What's it gonna lead to? Him being a singles a great singles competitor on in wrestling. But LAX wins the match. Match that I didn't care for that much, especially when we have LAX on wrestling. Didn't care for that much, but whatever. But LAX won though. We go backstage and we see Mackenzie Mitchell interviewing Heather Monroe. Who's Heather Monroe? No idea. Basically, she's making her debut against Su Young. Kier Hogan interrupts and warn her about Su Young, and Kier Hogan basically tells her to just be careful. So basically, Kier Hogan is going to be taking the place of Allie as a baby face, because Allie is now going to be a heel, and I'll get to more of that later. Scarpa though, she was at a parking lot with a fan while talking to her. A fan who's basically, I forgot how he looks, but he ends up being shown up later on with Scarpa though, which I'll get to that segment later. But she invites him into the building, and they'll go backstage with her. And again, we'll get to that more of that later. But seeing Scarpa though in that outfit, whew, I wonder why she's called the Smoke Show. But anyways, then we get to Conan telling that LAX that OGs are around Impact Wrestling, won't be seen around Impact Wrestling anymore after the whole Lucha Brother thing, situation, with the Lucha Brothers taking care of them. So what does this lead to? This leads to Ortiz and Santana to suggest to face the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix for the Impact Tag Team Championships. When that's going to happen, I don't know, but Conan doesn't like the idea. Basically, Conan does not like the idea for the Lucha Brothers versus LAX for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. I don't know what's that going to lead to. What pertains to Conan not agreeing with that whole thing, but I think it's great. I think they should go with that. LAX defends the Impact World Tag Team Championships against the Lucha Brothers. I'll be good with that. Now, was this going to lead to Conan by disagreeing with this whole situation? I don't know what's going to lead to, but hopefully it doesn't mean any dissensions between Conan and the rest of LAX. And speaking of LAX, again, where the hell is Diamante? Diamante, who's part of LAX, and they haven't shown much of her than backstage segments. But at that time when King was in charge of LAX while Conan was taken out, and yet still no Diamante returning on Impact Television with pertains to her having a match, or at least to have some involvement with LAX. Still none of that. Like, what the fuck's going on? She's clear. Obviously, she's clear to wrestle. She's wrestling in indie wrestling as Diamante. She still represents LAX. So where the hell is she? Um, but hopefully by next year, we'll probably will see her. But other than that, I doubt that we're going to see her. On Impact TV for the rest of 2018 because the 2018 is almost over. We got November right now, but we need to get to December. It'll be and once we get to December, it's gonna be already too late to feature Diamante on the scene. But we'll see what they do with that. But other than that, yeah, we'll see what they go with that. All right, let me get to Matt Sydal and Ethan Page. They talk about Matt Sydal's match against the Impact World Champion Johnny Impact, and there you go. The whole open third eye or whatever, and yeah, there you go. The Let's See His Squad. They talk about how they're looking forward to next week's show, which is going to be later on tonight. Obviously, today is Thursday, and by the way, happy Thanksgiving to anyone that celebrates Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving special episode of Impact Wrestling, and a great Gama Singh reminds them that they don't have much to be thankful for. So, and that was basically it. There's not much to talk about this segment, but I guess it's to fill time, I guess. Now we get to Eli Drake. He explains what he did to Joseph Park, and says that this whole thing with him doing the whole lawsuit against Impact Wrestling, it was all a ruse, just to lure Joseph Park so he could beat him up, and that was I kind of knew that was the route they were going for anyways, but I still didn't like it though. But it's basically just talk about how he doesn't like the whole legacy of hardcore wrestling, where it pertains to these hardcore wrestlers, where it pertains to using weapons like like tubes and tables, and all that hardcore weapons. Basically, crapping on that, and he says he's one of the last dying breeds where it pertains to professional wrestlers and all that, and he wants to bring pro wrestling back to what it was before. All these weapons start getting involved, and also we get Tommy Dreamer coming out. Tommy Dreamer, who is the innovator of violence, who's one of those guys who uses candlesticks, light tubes, tables, flaming tables, and all that weapons of pertains to hardcore wrestling. Tommy Dreamer basically talks about that's not what hardcore wrestling was all about. That's not what hardcore wrestling is just all about and everything. Basically, police in his case about this whole situation with what there was some other things to do hardcore pertains to hardcore wrestling, and he name dropped guys like I'm assuming he name dropped guys like Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio Jr. But basically, but Tom Dreamer was kind of a good promo from that. Basically, I guess it's gonna lead to a match between Eli Drake and Eli Drake and Tommy Dreamer. So, which they should have done that at Battle for Glory. Tommy Dreamer when it came out to do the challenge, and there you go. But hey, we're gonna get the match. We're gonna get the match anyways. Basically, Tommy Dreamer challenged Eli Drake to a fight, and Eli Drake he left the ring. Didn't want no part of it, so whatever. Alicia Edwards tells Moose to leave the next segment because Eddie Edwards is on his way. He's crazy. He wants to go after Moose and all that, and Moose is not afraid. He didn't listen. So, and we'll get to all that later. Excuse me, folks. Again, I'm still not feeling too good. If you see my SmackDown review, you should know already. All right. So then we get to the referees backstage and talk about what pertains to Impact Wrestling about this is an unsafe working environment. Because and here's the reason why, because of Tessa Blanchard. Oh, yeah, I should mention too about in the match between Tessa Blanchard and Ray Lane, against Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard was going to the referee because Tessa Blanchard was complaining to the referee that was a 3 count, whatever. That's the match should have been ended right there, and that's what led to what pertains to this this unsafe working environment. So also the Scarpado shows up, and basically the referees were starstruck, and and they were especially this young referee. She says, "How old are you?" and everything, and he walks away. And also we see the guy that she was with from earlier in the parking lot. All of a sudden he's wearing a wig and no shirt. Now Scarpado looked great, by the way, but then all of a sudden I see this guy that was with Scarpado earlier in the night coming back. All of a sudden he's wearing a wig and he's wearing and Impact Wrestling thought that was fucking funny. Fuck you, Impact. And that was hour number 1. Total amount wrestling for hour number 1, 2 matches. Hour number 2. Impact World Champion Johnny Impact versus Matt Sydal being accompanied by Ethan Page. Highlights of the match: Impact goes for the standing moonsault early on early going in the match. Matt Sydal goes for the running double knees, the mirror in the corner. Johnny Impact connects with the sliding German suplex before having a start down with Ethan Page, who I think he's fucking boring. Impact goes for the Starship Pain, but Page pulls outside the ring. Impact follows it with a corkscrew body press. And basically, by go over the ring post, by the way. I should mention that, by the way. He over the turnbuckle and ring post, which was pretty cool. But he took out Ethan Page, and then Masato rams Giant Impact into the steel guardrail, and Josh Matthews on commentary said, "Oh, into a ring post. Into a turnbuckle," and like, oh my fucking god. Josh Matthews is fucking garbage. Yeah, the steel guardrail is the fucking turnbuckle, and the steel guardrail is the fucking ring post. Why is Josh Matthews there? He's fucking trash. Yeah, I thought Michael Cole was worse. Well, actually, he is worse, but still. Anyways, back to the match. So Sandel counters Giant Impact's Spanish Fly into the double knees, midi order off the top rope for a near fall, and then also Giant Impact ends up going for a Starship Pain in the end, and gets a 3 count in the win. Good match. After the match, Killer Cross comes out, and he admits that Impact defeated him at 5 hour to retain the title. They beat him fair and square, and he says that he may not be the catalyst for change, but Impact could be. And Killer Cross said that now he is not a believer in Johnny Impact, and offer his assistant at retains of him being the champion. Retains Johnny Impact being the champion. And basically, he wants to be the assistant to the champion. And holds out his hand for a shake. Hoping that Johnny Impact accept his offer, and Johnny Impact refuses to shake, and he says he still doesn't trust Cross and he basically turns down the offer, and there you go. Whatever. Yeah, he doesn't trust Killer Cross, even though outside of Impact Wrestling, from another wrestling company, Giant Impact as Johnny Mundo, Taya Valkyrie, and Killer Cross, or as Kevin Cross, whichever you want to call him by they're some sort of a faction. Yeah, but on Impact Wrestling TV, they got all intelligence, and Giant Impact doesn't trust him. Okay, whatever. Katarina congratulates Jordan Grace from her win from a week ago, or should I say, from 2 weeks ago. I'm late doing this review though. But anyways, Katarina says that she could be her any other nights because what basically making an excuse of why she lost. I don't know. It was so fucking stupid. And then Grace like she took off that challenge and she says I'll see you in 2 weeks, which as of this week now it's next week. So next week it'll be the match between those two. Hopefully this time they don't have Katarina to look strong in the match. But I digress. Eddie Edwards shows up. He attacks Moose. A brawl break out between the two, and then Eddie Edwards taken out by these men in blue uniforms. Moose takes some shots in, and there you go. That was it. No else to say about it. Then we'll find out what they do with this next week, if they do it next week. I mean, tonight I like to say, because tonight is the Impact Wrestling show for later on tonight. So either way, we'll see what happens with it. Su Yung versus Heather Monroe, excuse me, versus Su Yung. Highlights of the match. Heather connects with some series of strikes to gain advantage. Heather hits a double foot stomp into the mat to Su Yung for a near fall. Su Yung connects with the palm strike, follows up with the pan switch, and gets the win. After the match, also we get. Oh, I'm sorry. And the match didn't end there. It ended with Su Yung put on her bloody glove, go for the mandible claw, and Heather Monroe taps out. After she continued to still have it on after the match was over. Also, we get this Kier Hogan coming for the save. Tosses Su Yung out of the ring and checks on Heather to see if she's okay. Also, then Allie comes out. She's looking different. She's a new Allie now, and I think they call her Dark Allie. So basically, Dark Allie with a new look. She's more possessed than ever. Kier Hogan looks in disbelief, like what happened to you? What? And then also Su Yung attacks him from behind, and gets with the pan switch, and there you go. And while this is all going on, Allie was just standing there, not doing anything. So there you go. In Impact Wrestling on the YouTube channel, where pertains to this clip, they said Allie betrayed Kier Hogan. Well, to say that she betrayed her, like how she betrayed her, how did Allie betray Kier Hogan? She didn't attack her. All she did was just stand there, and while Su Yung beats her up. But I guess that's the way they put it on by betrayal, I guess, because she didn't help Kier Hogan, whatever. Next we get to the main event. The X-Division champion, Brian Cage, defends his title against Sami Callihan as he's being accompanied by the rest of OVE, Jake and Dave Crest. Highlights of the match, Sami Callihan hits a Hurricanrana. Jake and Dave Crest got involved, which the referee escorts both of them out. Sami Callihan goes off the apron onto Brian Cage, but Brian Cage catches him in mid-air and slams him on the floor. Cage connects with a sit-out Alabama slam. Sami Callihan does a running Death Valley driver. Excuse me, he does a running Death Valley driver into the turnbuckle. Cage hits the F5, but Callihan gets his foot on the rope. Callihan delivers some multiple kicks and goes for a power driver, but Brian Cage kicks out. Brian Cage goes for a power bomb, and he goes for the drill claw and gets the 3 count in the win. Now, normally I would say Brian Cage should lose the belt, but in this case, I'm not going to, because this is what happened. Here's what happened after the match. Brian Cage goes to promo. He says he's going to use Option C, created by Austin Aries. So Option C means, with him being X-Division champion, he's going to cash in of this X-Division championship to get a world title shot against Johnny Impact, and he's challenging Johnny Impact for the world title at Homecoming in Nashville, Tennessee on January 6, 2019. And there you go. As far as tonight's Impact Wrestling shows is concerning, This it's going to be Thanksgiving with Impact Wrestling, and it's going to be the second annual Eli Drake Gravy Train Turkey Trot. And there you go. Tomar Wrestling for hour number 2. I believe it was 2 matches. No, actually 3 matches. And Tomar Wrestling overall on the show, 5 matches for Impact Wrestling from November 15, 2018 from last week. My overall rating for this show, I'm gonna go 6.5 out of 10. In fact, no. In fact, I don't think the show was anything great, but I didn't think it was anything good either. But I thought it was alright. I thought it was pretty solid for what it was. So I'm gonna go 5.5 out of 10. Yeah. Hey, it was better. It was better than from the last Impact Wrestling show I seen prior to this episode. But there you go. That being said, thank you for watching. You know the whole deal. Subscribe to me if you haven't yet. Like, dislike, just I don't care if you what you want to do. But that being said, I'm out. Y'all take care. And peace on the streets. And once again, happy Thanksgiving.